that's interesting. I'm back. As I was saying, waiting for Dr. Banks to join us. I'm not sure what just happened there, but as most of you know, I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona area, and it has just been crazy hot. And over the weekend, my husband and I normally we like to go out on just some random adventure. And this past weekend, we were both like, no, I think we just need to stay inside. So I had a well rested weekend, which is always a good thing. But nonetheless, here we are, Phoenix, Arizona. Can't expect anything else because that's just Arizona, right? So, anywho, I hope that you had a beautiful, productive, safe, and restful weekend. Whatever you were up to, whatever state you are in, I am hoping that it was fantastic. Waiting just a few more seconds here and then we'll get started. There she is, there she is, there she is. 4 questions and some stuff that we're going to go over today. So I'm excited. Let's see. I think we lost her. Oh, there she goes. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Can you
Happy
hear?
Monday.
Happy Monday, love. Happy Monday. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you okay.
Okay. It's Monday.
You sound loud and clear and you look
Awesome.
beautiful. I like that
Oh,
red on you.
thank you. I decided to go red. So, quick story, I always got one. A friend of mine who passed away from cancer, her favorite color was red. She always wore red lipstick, wore red nails, and all this other stuff. And the other day, I came across, believe it or not, what do you call it? Nail polish, red nail polish she had given me. So I decided I'm going to go red this entire week. Just
Oh,
to
yeah.
think about her and just to
I
remember
love
her.
that.
Right, right.
That's one
So,
of the things that we do to honor people's memories that we love.
hello, and that's and I actually feel good with it. I don't know, I feel kind of funky. Like,
You do. You
don't
look
mess with
fierce
me.
and fabulous, Frankie. Fierce and fabulous, Frankie. Let's go.
I just love you. How is my girl doing? Look at
I
you.
love you too. I'm above water.
All right.
Here I am on this Make It Happen Monday, Manic Monday,
Okay.
Monday, Momentum Monday, whatever we gonna call it. I made
Okay.
it.
And here we are. Here we are. But before
Yeah.
we get started, I just gotta go ahead and just bust it out there. We're finally going to meet each other in person.
Yes.
I was gonna say it before the end, but I want to start off with it. I cannot wait until I get to meet you very soon. Very, very
I
soon.
know.
Oh,
We are taking
yes.
it offline. We are taking it off the chat,
Hello.
off social media, in person, and meeting up for the first time since
Hello.
we have been co-conspiring to bring you these lives every Monday. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it as well.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to get that out there. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the very first question, if that's cool with
Okay.
you. All right. We'll
Yes.
just kick it off. Go ahead with it. So the first question that we had is why do I keep setting boundaries, but then feel guilty enforcing them? All right. So part of the setting the whole boundaries, right? Guilt after setting boundaries is incredibly common, especially if you were taught that your needs should come second, or that love equals self-sacrifice. Each boundaries, I said each. I'm having trouble reading my own stuff today. Yeah, but boundaries are not about pushing people away. They're about preserving your emotional well being and building healthy, honest relationships. Guilt doesn't mean the boundary is wrong. It often means the boundary is working. I like that because it is true, right? When we start feeling guilty, it doesn't necessarily mean that the boundary is wrong. It just possibly means that the boundary is working. So the tip for this is to reframe the guilt. Okay, so it's an exercise. Next time you feel guilty after enforcing a boundary, ask yourself, What value is this boundary protecting? Is it peace, rest, honesty? Would I feel guilty if someone else set the same boundary with me? And then the third question is, what does honoring this boundary say about how I respect myself? Practicing these reframings, this reframing helps transform guilt into empowerment. So I think that is important. Just a quick snippet. I think it's important to understand, first of all, why are we setting the boundaries? What has brought us to needing to set the boundaries? And then how important are those boundaries actually to us? And if they are in fact important to us, enforcing them is paramount, right? So in feeling that guilt of, oh my God, I set this boundary and now this person's feeling is hurt or whatever the circumstances may be, take it back inward to yourself and understand that the boundary was not set up to protect that person that is, infiltrating your boundaries. That boundary was set up to protect you, to protect your peace, to protect whatever else is you need protection from. And enforcing those boundaries, if you are feeling guilty, just perhaps understand that they are in fact working. So that's the question. Those are the tips.
I agree. I agree. Coming from a reformed people pleaser, you
Yes.
know, you will feel guilt because you're used to serving others above yourself.
Right.
And again, that just means you're doing something different, you're doing something new. Does not mean it's not working. It, in fact, mean it is working if
Right.
you are now putting yourself above others. So
Right.
I love that.
Exactly.
Question number two. How do I stay focused when my mind is constantly racing with worries? I, in fact, feel that often too. Whoever asked that question. An anxious or overactive mind is often trying to keep you safe, but it can be exhausting. What helps is building a rhythm of gentle redirection. Teaching your mind is safe to focus on the present. Focus isn't about forcing yourself to concentrate. It's about returning again and again and again with patience. So I tell my clients all the time, focusing is a skill. Concentration is a skill. We all come with different levels of skill sets, but you can increase your ability to focus, your ability to concentrate. You don't have to force yourself. Concentration and focus, when you realize you drifted off or your mind is racing, gently bring yourself back to what you want to think about in the present moment over and over again. And that practice will help you ease that over racing mind. So, our mindset tool is the grounding technique 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I also practice this technique as well. When you notice that your mind is racing or you are just everywhere and you are feeling over anxious, pause and look around you in your environment. Notice 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. This tool interrupts spiraling thoughts and reorients yourself and your nervous system to the present moment. So, in fact, if I was feeling nervous and I was feeling overwhelmed, I might look around and count. I see a picture in here, I see a vision board in here, I see a clock, I see some
Mhm.
butterflies, I see my family pictures on the wall. That will be 5 things I can see. Touch, okay, I feel my arm, I feel this chair right here, I feel my feet, I have this pen right here. That'll be something that I can quickly touch. 3 things that I can hear. I can hear a fan going on off there. I can hear the air conditioner. I can kind of hear my music gently in the background. 2 things that I can smell. I can kind of smell my candle a little bit. I can smell my perfume a little bit. And taste. I don't have anything right here, but I have a cup of some tea. So, I might sip some tea,
Right.
taste that really quick. Chew some gum. So those are just simple techniques to ground yourself in the present moment, to slow your mind down and refocus yourself if you feel like your mind is spinning and racing.
I love it. I love, love, love. You said something about, I think it was in the question. Focus isn't about forcing yourself to concentrate. It's
Mhm.
about returning again and again with patience. I think that that was probably the most important sentence out of it all because you have to show yourself, or you should show yourself, patience and grace and mercy as you are navigating life. Right? Period.
Definitely, definitely.
Oh, perfect. All right, number three. I can't read nothing today. Okay. Three. What if I don't know what I want anymore? Hmm. I feel disconnected from myself. Wow. Like you just said on the last question, I definitely have been feeling this myself. So, disconnection from yourself is often a sign of burnout, overwhelm, or a long period of self neglect. It's not permanent. Reconnection happens in small, intentional moments of curiosity and self listening. You don't need all the answers, you just need to start hearing your own voice again. So, the tip for this is micro desires check in. Ask yourself 3 times a day, 3 times a day. What do I need right now, physically, emotionally, or spiritually? Or all three? What am I craving more or less? What am I craving more or less of in my life? If I could do anything right now just for me, what would it be? This tool gently rebuilds your inner compass and deepens self trust. I think it is so important. I don't know. I can only speak for myself on this one. Lately, I have been feeling really, really disconnected. In answering this question, I realize it is a form of burnout and just being overwhelmed by the magnitude of things that are just going on, not just within my internal life, but outside of my front door. So I do think that it is so important to stop and ask yourself those questions specifically. What do I need right now, physically, emotionally, or spiritually? And I ask all three, like, what do I need right now physically? What do I need right now emotionally? What do I need right now spiritually? And that has been helping me to get recentered. But like anything, it's a practice. You don't just ask the three questions 3 times a day and voila, you're cured. Continue to ask yourself these significant questions. So um, I think the micro desires check in list or exercise is a really important tool as we continue to navigate our mental health.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And I also think it's okay to not know what you want every single step along the way
Right.
because what you want changes.
Right.
We change. We change every day. Our hair sheds, our skin, sheds and things like that. So we're always growing, we're always changing. And if you don't know what you want anymore, it's okay to figure it out. It's okay to reinvent yourself. It's okay to redefine yourself. Just like we have seasons, just like we
Right.
have 4 seasons. As we're going to shift from summertime into fall, it's okay for you to shift too and
Right.
tell yourself it's a new season. And I might not know every detail of what I want and where I want to go. So now it's a new adventure, a new
Mhm.
chapter, a new season, a new time to figure it out.
Right. Right. And I do. I 100% agree with you because again, I think taking that step back and it's like, no, I don't know what I want right now. But for me, it was about reconnecting with what was causing me to feel disconnected. Right. And so I think that that whole stepping back and refiguring and perhaps, like you said, reinventing, I think is something that is important, to take a look at.
Definitely.
So thank you for your
Definitely.
add on. I love that. Thank you.
I agree. I agree. And our last question: how do I keep believing in myself when I keep experiencing setbacks? Were you
Mhm.
in my closet? Were you in my prayer closet this morning? Whoever is answering these questions. Self belief
Right.
isn't always about feeling confident, it's about continuing on despite of and in spite of any setback or challenge that comes across your way. Each challenge is not proof of failure, but an opportunity to continue to build up your resilience. The most grounded confidence comes from knowing you can navigate difficulty. You don't have to avoid it. Your setbacks don't have to define you or your potential. Your response to your setbacks does.
Right.
So again, it's not you falling, it's how you get back up. It's
Hello.
that bounce back, it's that get back. And resilience, meaning the ability to bounce back and overcome from a challenge or a setback, is only a muscle built upon a challenge. You have to have a challenge. You have to have an issue. You have to have a problem to build up that resistance muscle. Meaning, just like you go into the gym for your body and you increase those weights and you increase that resistance to build up those abs or that muscle, if
Right.
you want to build up your resiliency muscle, you got not to be afraid of going through it. You got to go
Right.
through it and get through it and face those challenges head up.
Right.
So here is a mindset tool, the resilience timeline. Draw a timeline of your past 5 years. Mark any setbacks or tough moments or challenges, what you learned or gained from them, how you overcame them. This visual tool reminds you that you already survived and adapted, and you will again. I tell my clients this all the time. When we go back to the past to revisit those challenges and issues, I'm not going back to beat you up. We don't even want to beat up that other person. We want to go back to figure out what can we learn, how can we grow, and how can we apply it to that present moment of now to get better, better, and better along the way.
Right.
So once again, it's not the setback, it's the comeback. And
Hello.
often, sometimes that setback is a setup for you to come back. But you have to face it and you have to work through it and get through it to come back. So it doesn't matter how many times you fall down, just keep getting back up, keep readjusting, keep realigning, pivot, and keep trying. And there's only lessons that you can turn into your blessings.
Right. I love, 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 love it. Seriously, because I think that sometimes we get, or we tend to get stuck in those rough seasons where things are not going the way that we think that they should be going, or, I set this goal and I didn't achieve it, and so on and so forth. And what was it? The tool in drawing a timeline of your past 5 years or so and marking out things and realizing as you're doing it that you have come through rough patches millions of times before. There's no difference in this rough patch. It just isn't. It's just all up in here how we address it, how we look at it, and what things we attach to it, right? So I love the idea of looking back in order to move forward and understanding that you've gone through rough seasons. You will continue to go through rough seasons. It's all up in your mind as to how you're going to come through them. Rough seasons are meant to build us, like you said, and I 100. It's rough. It's hard. I almost said rough. It's hard to actually wrap our minds around that because when we're in it, it's like I don't feel like it's building me. I feel like it's
Right.
killing me. I
Right.
feel like I
Yeah.
just want to quit. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's hard at the gym too. When I'm doing
Hello.
the reps, when I'm on
Right.
those weights, it's hard and I
Hello.
feel like I can't do it. But
Hello.
I tell myself I can
I
and
can do
I do
right.
and keep going. And
Right.
over time,
Over
that's what it
time.
is. So everything that we're speaking on is not a one hitter quitter.
It
It's
sure
not a
isn't.
one stop shop. Today you work on it and you practice it and that's
Right.
it.
Nope.
These are things that you have to build up over 60 days, 90 days, 3 months, 6 months. It's a
It
practice.
sure is. It
So
sure
just
is.
just be
So
graceful to yourself while you're
absolutely.
practicing all these mindset tips and tools that we're leaving you with. I
Right.
have a toolbox and I don't practice the same tips and tools every day.
No.
And even when I practice the same ones every day, it may look different. I may sit down for meditation for 3 minutes, or one day
Right.
I might sit down for 15 minutes. So
Right.
these tools are meant for you to have options.
Yes.
These tools are meant for you to have resources. These tools are meant for you to have different choices, like multiple choice. So if
Mhm.
I'm feeling this, I'm going to choose A, B, C, or D, or E,
Right.
all of the above. And
Right.
if none of these are working, then I'm going to go back to my toolbox and I'm going to try some toolbox and try some other tools until I find one that helps me feel a little better
Right.
to get through today and then I'll try again tomorrow.
Hello. And that's what Dr. Banks and I are here to do, is to help you build your toolbox and help you remind you that you have a toolbox that you can resort back to. Keep adding to your toolbox. And like Dr. Banks just said, it's okay to maneuver your toolbox in whatever way that you need to maneuver it to help you accomplish whatever it is that you set out to accomplish. So perfect. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Well,
No, thank you.
yes. I
Yeah.
thank you. Back at you.
No, seriously,
Back at
because I
you.
mean, I don't know about you, but these four questions just seriously hit home for me.
Every week it hits home for me. Every week. I save them and I put them in my little
Right,
things. Every week I'm
right,
like,
right.
okay, I get what I need. So hopefully you
Yeah.
guys got something that you need.
Hello.
Share this message out, like,
Please.
comment,
Yes. Yes.
if you feel like that
Yes.
you resonated with it, tell us. If you feel like somebody else might, share it with them when we post
Right.
it on our pages.
Right. But we will definitely continue this process and this journey because it's important. It's important not only to the two of us, but it's important that we help the community
Yep.
to to grow, to move, to help them build their own individual toolbox or to add to their toolbox. So, yes, here we
All
are.
right. Yes, and if you guys have any questions, make sure you
Right.
message Frankie or myself. Please check out her website, her
Mm.
stand stores. She has workshops and journals and all kind of things to help you work through your grieving process. And yeah, we are
Yeah.
here to help and support in any way we can.
And please, 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 please go over to Dr. Banks' page, please, and follow, encourage, get involved with all the things that she has in her stand store as well. She is a phenomenal, and I don't just say it. Those that know me know I don't just say it just to say it. Dr. Banks is a phenomenal human being who is doing so much within her community and outward. So please, please, please.
Thank you.
I'm asking you to just support her page, support her, and check out all the things and resources that she has on her page. So
Thank
thank you, Dr.
you.
Banks.
Thank you too.
Love
Now
you.
go off and be free, and I'll see you soon.
You'll see me really soon.
Yes.
All right, love.
Bye.
Bye, babes. Bye bye.